the Florida Gators and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, this running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Moving out to the right. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. Touchdown, Gators! Special teams proving to be special. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's brought down after a short gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Goes high to pull it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The run inside. It's Pryor. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They give it to him again. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Dogs.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Things couldn't have gone much worse the last time they had it, Jesse, giving up that fumble for a touchdown.
You're right, Reese. Because of their own carelessness, they've spotted the opponent a touchdown. It's now imperative, David, this offense takes the field and gets that touchdown back.
Well, and you get right back on the field, right? You just made the mistake. They scored. Now I get an opportunity right now to make amends.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Jones to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Montgomery. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Going for it all. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Jones wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat. And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down in the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
All over him immediately.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Misses badly on that one.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Motion from the back. Quick give. It's Pryor. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Got some green grass. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Looking for space. It's Pryor. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Jones to throw. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
To the ground. He's got it again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Second down, gonna throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Third and 6 yards to go. Jones wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Brown. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Singleton. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Jones to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Cuts it upfield. It's Bowens. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Georgia going up tempo.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Quickly to the tight end. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They boot it away on 4th down. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Here comes the heat. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And as if a 60-yarder wasn't tough enough, he's not even straight on. From the right hash, he'll have to unleash a beauty. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Central Michigan, taking on the number 20 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
The Gators sending the offense back to work.
And it's the Chippewas sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Looking for a big play. Pulls it in on the right. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Jones wants to throw it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Hits the hole. It's Montgomery. There he goes. He's at the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Jones to throw. Look out! He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Makes a grab. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Brings into the open. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. No huddle offense to the line.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Caught over the middle. It's Bowen. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Moving the pocket, it's Stockton. Keeping his eyes downfield. Left side, it's Bowens. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And the scramble drill's in full effect. When I'm a receiver and that QB starts to scramble and comes toward me, I try to go away from him. Try to create some space so he can throw me the football. Don't bring my defender towards him. Nice job rolling to his left, finding his buddy out in the flat, and getting the completion.
Could be it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That one's not even close.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Second and long here. Jones wants to throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds his back in the middle. And that won't quite be enough for the 1st down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Direct snap. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. In in their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Out wide left, it's Mays. Turning it on! They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw one first. Looking to the big tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's a little room there. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Hits inside. It's Pryor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's 2nd and long, and this offense, they haven't been in a great spot because physically they haven't been able to run the football today.
Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the 2nd half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Throws to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Dogs right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Making the adjustment. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Finds his target. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25 late in the season. Time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Using his legs, it's Bowens. Can't get him to the ground. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Rides to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The corners are walked up tight. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Right back to the well. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this is a no-brainer. It's fourth down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Jones wants to throw it. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw again. Another incompletion on third down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Wilson. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Jones to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Fires to the big fella. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Over to the right side, that's Wilson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Going to the run, it's Montgomery. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Offense in a bunch formation. Gets the back moving. Might as well give it to him again. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it. That's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Singleton. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. A huge point after this for the lead. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback changing the play. Drops back on first down. Caught. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Escapes the pressure to his right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. On the run, it's Montgomery. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.